girl power. Okay, it sounds weird me saying it, but this phrase was first made popular by Spice Girls in the 1990s. And today, and for the rest of 2020, we will be celebrating girl power. So, with that, this is my official review for Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Oh shit, is that a hyena in a bathtub?
I named him Bruce after that hunky Wayne guy.
Welcome, fellow gamer pothead, Joe Pop Puttyman here, and today we will be reviewing the newest movie in the DC Cinematic Universe called Birds of Prey, and a whole lot of extra title that doesn't need to be here. The movie stars Margot Robbie reprising her role as Dr. Harleen Frances Quinzel, or Harley Quinn as the majority of the world knows her, as well as Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress, Journey Smollett-Bell as Black Canary, Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, Rosie Perez as Officer Renee Montoya, and Ellie J. Basco as Cassandra Cain. Now, as far as everyone already knows, Margot Robbie fits the Harley Quinn. She was made for that role. And it just feels about how much it felt like when having Patrick Stewart playing Charles Xavier. Unfortunately, the rest of the cast doesn't seem to fit their characters as much. Not saying that the acting is bad at all on some parts, but I do feel like these ladies didn't study the characters from the original source material. There is a lot of gore and adult language to give it its rating of R, but honestly, I don't think this movie needed it. Ewan McGregor as Black Mask was amazing, and at some points he really shines behind the character, but I feel this movie is going to lose a lot of viewers given its R rating and not allowing the younger crowd a chance to watch. There's a lot of good humor that the kids would love, but as an adult they didn't carry as much weight. I really like the action in this movie, and the set design and costumes in the movie are freaking amazing. But, just like Suicide Squad, it felt like that was the only thing that appealed to me. At least this movie didn't get horrible CGI, and the plot is at least a lot better than Suicide Squad. But that doesn't redeem the movie. In the fun-loving spirit of the movie, I quite enjoyed it. But with DC putting out such a great film like The Joker, I feel like this movie fell short in taking on the R rating. But I want everyone to understand that I'm only being harsh because we have so many good comic superhero movies out there, and I wanted more from this movie. I do love it, but with Black Widow and Wonder Woman looking so damn wonderful and coming out this year, I wanted this to stand up to those, and I don't feel it does. But Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is such a lifesaver for this movie, just like she was in Suicide Squad. Honestly, we wouldn't even have this movie if it wasn't for Margot Robbie pitching it for Warner Brothers. But I feel they pushed the R rating because it's the hype now, especially with Joker's success. I want to praise this movie so much because I had so much fun watching it, but no matter how much fun you have, you can't cloud the truth that you want to block so much. Birds of Prey is truly better than a lot of other DC comic movies, but compared to what Marvel is turning out, it doesn't really help the honesty I need to put out there. This movie is enjoyable, but I feel it's lost its mark when forcing the violence over constructing a good plot. Either way, this is the start of Girl Power in 2020, and Girl Power will continue with Wonder Woman and Black Widow coming out later this year. So, comment below Girl Power if you're excited for 2020. Now, before I continue, I also want to mention that in promotion with Birds of Prey, Fortnite has released the Harley Quinn skin in the Fortnite item shop. Now, I picked mine up quickly before I did this review and grabbed the bundle. And if you decide to pick up this awesome skin as well, then please consider using my supported credit code Puttyman_. That's PUTTYMAN with an underscore at the end. Now, once you buy the skin, you'll receive the Suicide Squad skin with a bunch of challenges to unlock the Birds of Prey variant as seen here. Now, it didn't take me long at all to complete these challenges, and in return, I even got a win. Honestly, not too shabby. By the way, if you look at the leg tattoos of the Harley Quinn skin, you'll notice one particular tattoo that oddly fits the Joker Harley Quinn world so well that Fortnite had to ink it on the Harley Quinn skin. See, you can see a tattoo of 4 particular suits of playing card faces to a familiar Fortnite skin. These are the 4 different styles of the wild card skin seen here. It's a nice little Easter egg to include on this Harley Quinn skin. Now, does that mean the wildcard skin is now part of the DC/Batman universe? Who knows? But either way, if you decide to pick up this skin, then please use my code. Again, that's Puttyman _ that's Puttyman, Puttyman with underscore at the end. Now that I got that out of the way, and again, this is a promotion, I want to proceed to spoilers. So, if you do not want to be spoiled, then please stop this video now, and we'll come back once you've watched the movie. Now again, this is your spoiler warning, so please stop the video right now if you do not want to be spoiled. Again, I will not be, the prior stuff was not spoilers. This will be a spoiler part. I will be talking about key features in the movie and the comparison to the comic books and how they did. So let's continue. Okay, so unfortunately, this isn't much. I don't have much to say when it comes to spoilers, or when it comes to comparing the movie to the comic books. Origin stories are pretty much connected, but I felt they were thrown in so quickly that it didn't give us time to connect with the characters. In case you're confused, let me go ahead and throw you an example. So, for example, you notice when Officer Renee Montoya mentions Black Canary's parents and says that they were great, they helped out with the police force. Well, what she's referring to is her father, Larry Lance, and her mother, who also was named Dinah. And she was also the original Black Canary. Now, this isn't mentioned at all to casual viewers, and honestly, when I saw this scene, I was still curious why Black Canary hadn't shown her powers quite yet. She's been fighting, you see her do a few fighting parts in the scene, but she doesn't actually use her ability. I even said in the theaters as she was singing in the Black Mass nightclub how she was holding back her voice when she broke the wine glass. It's funny, that's actually her lowest tone when it comes to singing. So I waited the whole movie for an explanation of her powers, how she got them, if she even got them, and that never happened. And when she finally used her abilities, honestly, it fell short. Listen, Black Canary deserves way more love than this, especially with her romantic relationship with Green Arrow in the comic books. This is how all the origin stories felt in this movie. They teased for the hardcore fans, but that was all we got to taste. It was a bad taste, honestly. Nothing was bittersweet about it, and honestly, it felt like the general public is going to walk out confused. I could go on and on about how much they messed up in this movie, but I feel it would take too long to explain what went wrong without feeling too exhausted to worry about it. DC is still slipping, and this movie shows it. Well, at least we have a Wonder Woman to look forward to, hopefully. Please, DC, do not screw that up. And there you have it. There's my official review of Birds of Prey. I wish I could say something more positive. It was a fun movie. No, don't get me wrong, it was an enjoyable movie. Harley Quinn is Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is amazing, but unfortunately, I felt like the plot fell short. But anyway, as always, I am Puttyman with Gamer Potheads, and do not forget roll out die score. Peace out, and I'll talk to y'all later.